mornings. Today happens to be Monday. I hope you all are doing well. I come live every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time just to give some free mini reads and a general message from source. So for those of you who can't join live, you can still come back and listen to the very beginning to hear your message from Spirit. And those of you who are able to join live, I do dive into free mini reads. And so the intention of this is just to give you that like kind of fresh daily update, but to help you get happy right now, because we all want to be high vibe and just enjoying life, right? Help you hear your very next step in life, as well as build a plan that you enjoy along the way toward your manifestation. So if you're coming live, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. It's way more fun for me when you guys are interactive and engaged. Hi, Leona. How are you? Good morning. I'm having to use my phone today. That's why the orientation is a little bit different. Um, so we're just going to see how this goes using my phone, especially since I can't really see the time. So if you're live at 11:30, can you maybe give me a little bit of a warning? Because I can't see the time. You're fed up with Monday already. Oh no. Oh no. All right, well, let's dive into the general and let's see if the general helps you out and gives you what you need. So sorry though. Feel free to tell me more. So becoming you, it's about admitting your preferences. Can you have something happen to you and you admit what you would rather have happen instead? It's called preferences. Leona, I'm fed up with the morning already. Well, what do you now know you want to experience? Can you focus on that? If someone was rude to you, like, oh, well, that's why I definitely prefer rendezvousing with nice and kind people in the morning. Universe, give me the enthusiastic people, the people who are also morning people. Did a lover ghost you? Oh, universe. I prefer people who have empathy and compassion and know how to connect and understand relationships better and have a sense of responsibility, of kindness, of gentlemanliness. If I need to become more emotionally available to be a match to those people, help me be on that journey because I definitely prefer consideration. I prefer consideration. Do you see how that's what this is about, Leona? That it's about consideration? It looks like they just dived straight into talking to someone. Hey, Rudy, you're new. I know you make a mean potato salad, baby. That's funny. Rudy, to be honest, I wouldn't know because I haven't really made potato salad, but I can tell you my mom made some mean potato salad. Yes, oh my God, exactly. I'm so uncomfortable around this guy, unhinged human. Um, okay. Leon, is there anything else you want to type and comment before I go back to the general? And who else is alive? Say hello, give me some thumbs up. And don't forget, guys, I am available for if you want a personal recorded video similar to the Zodiac videos I put out, or if you want a live call. And I also have a longer kind of mini mastermind for people who just need a little bit of a reboot. Just give me a comment, and if you're interested in any of those, and I'll get you the links for them. And thank you for the second comment. Rudy, do you know me? Why does your energy feel like you live in California? Um, Leona, did you want to write anything else before I shut my eyes and go back to the general message? Your plant needs some love. Yeah, I know it does. It does. It's not going to get enough water though, Sarah. I mean, it's not going to get enough sun. There's not too much I can do about the sun problem. Um, yeah, I need to. And that one, the middle one that you're probably noticing more, it sprouted a new baby out of it. So now there's two living off the one root. So I think I need to trim it and like reroot one of them. Antoinette made it. Leona is just saying, love your generosity and all that you share. Okay, so let's go back to the. Because when you can focus on the consideration, when you focus on the new clarity that you have, be like, yeah, universe, that would feel really good. Consideration. Because then what you'll find, as you would wish the other person took you into more consideration, you'll find that there's a part of you that wishes you considered yourself more. Oh, well, I didn't like how he snapped at me and I was sharing something vulnerable and he did blah, 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 blah. Next time, I'm going to take my own feelings into consideration and consider if this is someone that I should open up to that way or not. Maybe I'm going to take the time to consider, maybe I should start smaller. Do you see how, like, that's what this is actually about, Leona? It's starting smaller with the person and testing a little bit to see their reaction, testing it a little bit to see their reaction. Slowly building that relationship, and not slowly as in only chatting with them once a week. But the testing of the energy exchange between the two of you, the depth and the vulnerability is start light to light medium to medium. Kind of see where we're going? Sarah G, maybe some nutrients. I wouldn't know exactly what by plenty of natural remedies. It's cool that you listen to your thoughts and feel things. Oh, that, you know what? I actually have not fertilized any of my plants. So that's a good suggestion, Sarah. Sarah, are you Bobby G's daughter? Or I think it's daughter-in-law. Um, that's a good suggestion. I do think I need to reroute that one. It might need nutrients. But no matter what, that's a plant that requires like full sun. And I'm in winter where I'm at, so that plant's just gonna be a little sad. Maybe, you know what? Why don't we get, shall we get that plant in the photo? Let's get my good plant. um, just a random internet stranger. Well, hello, new friend. All right, does anyone have any comments on the read I just did? Because don't forget, I come live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time with free mini reads, 11 to 11:30. I always start the show with a general message from Spirit so that if you can't come live, you can still come back and hear your message from Spirit in the very beginning. And then I dive into free one-on-ones. After 30 minutes, I do request and encourage super chat donation of $20 if you want to make sure you get a little mini read that day. If not, you could always come back and join the next day. And I'm just waiting for Leona's comments. Or anyone else's comments on the read I just gave before we dive into the next mini read. But as always, I'm available for private videos. I'm available if you want a personal reading on a video that you can watch at your own time, or if you want to get on a live call, or if you want to join a mini mastermind with me. I'm calling it Reboot right now. No matter how long you've been out of alignment or how whatever the reason was why you got out of alignment, spend 6 weeks with me and we're going to get you back in alignment. We're going to get you back in that magic sparkly place in life. I need to continue to work on myself and stop fixing things for rude, unappreciated people. Sorry, not being negative, just fed up after 8 years. Thank you. Okay, no, I get that. So I need to continue to work on myself. So do you see how you're taking a little bit of blame on your on yourself? I need to be better in order to get better treatment. So just be aware of that thought and then ask yourself, is that a belief system that's helping you get what you want or not helping you? I'd like to start seeing, this is that clarity that they were talking about in the reading they were giving you. Only now the clarity is with yourself and your relationship with yourself. Well, I now have clarity that I'd like to start feeling good enough right here, right now. Because what I can tell you is that as you interact with different people, some people trigger old stuff in me. There was one person that I was at, the way they spoke to me, the way it was, I like dipped into a very negative headspace very quickly and reverted back to a previous version of me. And I was like, oh my God. And I just got all scrambled in my head. But that is the only person that I get around that I do that with. So would you tell me to hang out with that person and I need to keep working on myself? That's my old shit. Or that's the only person I interact with that happens. It doesn't feel good, but other people I get around, I feel good. Does that make sense? See where I'm going with that, Leona? There's another individual when I get around, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like anything is possible. I feel like I'm a goddess. I feel like I'm incredible. Who would you hang out with, Leona? So I'm ready to start being softer, kinder, more gentle on myself, universe. That's the path that's unfolding for me. I'm ready to start seeing right here, right now, how I'm worthy of kindness. I'm ready to feel I'm worthy of kindness and vibrate it and radiate it inside and out of me that I'm worthy of kindness, worthy of good gestures, worthy of sweetness, worthy of tender touches, worthy of consideration. And I'm ready to start seeing that when people don't appreciate me or my energy or my focus towards them, I'm ready to start seeing how I can better spend that time. No matter what, I want to start calling in relationships that feel energizing to me, that feel uplifting. I'm ready to experience a whole new type of relationship than ever before. And it's ones that feel energizing, appreciated, uplifting, considerate, compassionate, revitalizing, joyful, happy, love, those special sweet surprises, wanting to go out of your way to make everyone's day better. And I've had this pattern for 8 years, so I'm ready for some rapid changes and calling in more of a positive, uplifting sense of community because I'm ready to feel good when I'm around people. Feeling good feels good, so I'm ready to start feeling good more of the time. I'm just allowing myself to energetically open up to the vibration of good. This is a law of attraction rampage I'm doing. Kelly, ouch the truth. Sorry. Yes, my heart has so much love and I just give it away. I'm ready to start becoming aware of who's worthy of my love and who's not. And it's not even really about who's worthy of my love and who's not. It's more about how much love should I share with this person. So the definition of love is to choose, Leona. That's the part of the definition that you're missing. To choose to focus on someone with positive intent. When people are at the give it away phase, they're just like, of course I'm gonna love because they assume everyone else operates the same way they do. They don't. So this is where I'm going to start becoming aware of when I want to love, the choice, Leona. I'm now awakening to the fact that love is a choice, that I can choose to love someone or not. And from there, it's recognizing that sometimes you love someone in an up close and personal way, right? I call it like the inner circle. This is your romantic life partner, your kids, your family, maybe your friends, but then you have the circle right around it. So this is like going to be 1 to 3 people, unless you have more kids. If you have more kids, then it's going to be way more, right? But it's going to be like 1 to 3 people because you can't really focus on that many people daily without it like draining your energy a little bit. Um, Then you have like your inner circle, which is like 5 to 7 people, the people that you keep up with like weekly. And then you have your outer circle, which are those really good acquaintances, the people that if they need help from you, you give them like recommendations or, I can introduce you to that person or, oh, I have some like leftover pot roast. Actually, that'd be an inner circle. But it's like the acquaintances, the light touch relationships. And then there's things called theys that are outside of your circle that you love them by just when you're present with them in the moment, lend them a compassionate, kind ear without judgment. And you could validate them like, oh man, that sounds really, really rough. Do you know how you're going to figure it? Like, do you have any ideas for how you'll figure this out? See, instead of jumping to help them, it's seeing them as empowered to solve their own problem. And it's like recognizing, are they in your inner circle? Should you run to the grocery store for them? Or should it be gosh, girl, I'm so sorry. I wish there was more I can do. What are your ideas? What are you thinking you're going to do? Oh, you have none? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Well, I know a solution is going to come to you. So you come back tomorrow and you let me know how this got solved, okay? Sometimes it's just knowing, you know, When I used to be trained in suicide prevention like 20 years ago. I couldn't tell you the steps of it now. And they said oftentimes when you're a stranger doing it, just knowing the, hey, will you come? Because I used to work at like a homeless shelter too. It was just listen to them, validate them, and then say, well, this sounds like a really rough time. Could you please do me the favor of coming back next week and like letting me know how you are? And you would should have seen the people's faces like light up. And oftentimes they would just come 2 or 3 weeks. It was your job to then remember them, right? And go up and find them and go, hey, how are you? What's going on? Then they would tend to perk up and go, oh, I found a friend. So sometimes it's just that. It's recognizing the type of love to give them. One, that it's a choice, Leona, and then the type of love to give. Yes, oh, thank you. I have not had a real genuine hug or love in years. I recently realized I completely forgot about me. So I'm ready to recognize that love is a choice to focus on someone with positive intent. And I'm now recognizing that I can no longer draw from a empty well. I have to start letting love in. Whoever this rude person is that didn't appreciate me, I'm now recognizing that I'm ready to be loved. I'm ready to receive love. I'm ready to feel good and better in my body. I'm ready to feel worthy of being celebrated, of being cheered on, of being championed, of having someone to focus on me with positive intent. I'm ready to feel like I'm worthy of someone just wanting to make my day a little bit better. I want that reciprocal love where we're both mutually spoiling each other. I'm on the journey of allowing that in. And who else is live? Feel free to comment what you would like a mini read on. I'll keep focusing on Leona until I see someone else's comment. So Antoinette, I saw one of your comments. I am on my phone right now. Something happened with my power. I don't know what happened. But I'm on my phone. So I can't really, it's kind of hard to see the comments. So whoever's live, if you want a read, just go ahead and comment. Wow, I survived by working in that field too. What field? The power field? I paid my bill, so I don't know. There's a little bit of, it's not a storm, it's a light rain, so it can't be. I don't know why it's out. Y'all share. Good morning to everyone. Yeah, good morning. Feel free to keep whoever else is live, feel free to write your live. But Leona, go ahead and tell me where you're at on this topic, and I'll just focus on you. Oh, you used to suicide prevention? I was commenting on the message from Spirit. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I can scroll. Oh, wait, it looks like I can scroll. Oh, I can scroll. Let me see yours. It was a good reminder to slowly share with others and build up. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any questions or comments? Either one of you two, just go ahead and like comment. It does feel like, Leona, there's more I could help you with, but give me a sentence about where you're at on the topic of letting love in. Like specifically, when I think of letting someone focus on me and like coming over to my house and they see, oh, your trash is full, let me take it out, or oh, it looks like you got a busy week, let me do this errand for you. Tell me how you feel about like letting love in and receiving it. Can I have a general? Yeah, sure. Would love to, Antoinette. Oh, quick note. I'm gonna use the Mrs. Dash's spice today, Antoinette. I'm gonna bake some potatoes because I'm doing that food cleanse, and today I'm gonna test potatoes. So I'm gonna use that spice. Just thought I'd share that with you. Karina made it. Good morning, Karina. Slow morning for me here. You missed if you're feeling unappreciated in love or relationships or needing to allow more love into you, you would like watching the first 18 minutes. Um, I'm here to listen to others and get the shifts. Dude, I get that. Okay, let me see. Well, we're waiting for Leona to comment because she's the one kind of carrying today's live. So, Leona, how do you feel? And it could be like, I fucking hate it. I'm scared shitless. I feel powerless. I'm like, what are they going to want from me? So, comment whatever. But before I see your comment, I'm going to give Antoinette a general. We think it's best if we focus on Leona. It's giving you the shifts that you need to right now. You knew that already, Antoinette. Okay, I'm just living in a town with zero family and I'm regretting some choices that need to change. Oh, I totally understand that. Yes, that's exactly been my weekend. We'll definitely watch. Okay. Yeah, you'll like it, Karina. I did some good rampages. Okay, so I'm just living in a town with zero family and I'm regretting some choices that need change. Okay, You can't live in regret because that's living in the past. It's got to be this moment of where you go, whoa. And this is the grief process, guys. This is where you got to come to acceptance, which is the last stage of grief. And grief is one of the lowest vibes, but it's a normal, all vibes are normal emotions to process and to feel. So it's just, I accept the choices I made. I accept this is how it panned out. It's a bit of a bummer that where I moved, I don't have that family support. I don't have that kind of guaranteed hangout. I was a little unprepared for that when I moved here. And because kind of what can happen, people, Leona, is when this happens to people, it's they have that family support somewhere else, they go move somewhere else, then they like stay there long enough and they're like, oh crap, my life is here. And then sometimes some of their family starts to, cross over. That I don't know if that's where you're at, but that tends to be when I work with people, that's where they're at. And if you stay in regret, it means you haven't fully accepted your new life where you're at. So there's the acceptance of any grief of I accept the choices I made, I accept the deaths that may have happened. And then it's like, I accept that this is my new life. That's where you're stuck, Leon, is accepting that like this is your new life. Um, and this is where calling in that your life partner is like that's what you actually want right now. Do you see that? The person that you're going to create a new family unit with, the person that you're going to create your own routine, your own traditions with. And all I can share, lonely and confused, 5 levels of grief. You're so good. I was a grief counselor for 9 years. I can't counsel myself through stuck for real. Oh, interesting. Okay, so you know all this stuff. Well, you might like this. If you want to get more nuanced, there's that, there's also the different theory where there's 7 levels of grief. So just recognize that you're essentially, well, you're bouncing between bargaining and acceptance. And I wish I could have my phone so I could look it up. I don't know why my power's out. There's anger. It goes anger, bargaining. There's a little bit of bargaining, like, well, had I made a different choice, things would have panned out differently for me. That's when you stop. So go, there's no sense of bargaining because it happened. It happened. It's done. I live where I live now. That choice has been made. I can't change it. What I can change is my response to it. And I just now know that I need love. And Leon, I'm just gonna personally share with you right now. Like I moved to Chattanooga 9 years ago. I didn't know anyone out here, but I had a huge, close family support when I moved here, so it was great. But then year after year, they all went down, and then I was like, wait a second, where are all of they? And I was like, crap, why did I move to Tennessee? I don't have any family here. Why did I move to Colorado where I had tons of extended family? And then now I was in a position of like, well, I could stay here. I could go to California where I was born and raised and kind of rekindle some of those relationships. Or I could go to Colorado where there's the blood family. I honestly have a closer circle in California than I do Colorado because I'd have to reestablish all those relationships. And it was, well, had I made the choice to move to Colorado instead, I would feel community. I would feel included. This is how you manifest. What is it that you think you want? Why do you want it? And then feel into it, and then it will come to you. And it's like, well, I feel like I'd be included. I feel like I'd have community. I feel like I would just have fun things to do. Universe, if I'm supposed to move, give me a sign. If I'm supposed to stay here, show me how I can get those things here. And in terms of the loneliness, Leona, I'm forgetting the stage of grief. One of the stages of grief is like isolation. So just recognize that you're not actually alone. It's just a stage of grief that you're in. And isolation is a common vibration of grief. And Antoinette, this goes back, remember our one-on-one last time? So what is it that you all are grieving that you forgot you're grieving? For me, it was the last older adult who had my back, my grandpa passing. And then, of course, everyone with their parents has a little bit of they don't love me the way I need them to love me. They're not being who I need them to be. So there was the grief of like not having the love that I thought I needed from my parents. But then once you kind of just go, okay, you know what? Here's the relationship that I can have with them and that I do have with them. And now I see that this is what's missing. Or in this case, like with my grandpa passing, he was the huge source of a lot of my financial security for all my life while he was alive. And it was, am I going to live my life and the, well, I'm never going to have that again because he provided that? Or is it going to be, wow, that was a definite perk of the relationship with that man? Whew. Well, universe, I know that I liked that. How else am I getting that in? So, you see how a lot of this is like you becoming aware of what is it that you think you're missing out on? What is it that you think you need? And then can you be open to it coming in a new way? Right? Because my new way might be another man who's a financial provider, or it might be restarting my business to be a full financial flow. No matter what, a lot of this is actually just, it gets down into a self trust issue. Like, can I trust the decision I made? And that's where it comes to the acceptance part of grief. Like, I accept that I made this choice. I accept that I made it for the right reason. Universe, I'm ready to feel on the right path again. I'm ready to feel like I'm on the right path again. I'm ready to feel good. I'm ready to feel like I'm blossoming and opening up just like a flower naturally. It's the time for me to blossom, and like one petal's just starting to unfold even more because I'm really ready to feel good about myself and the choices that I made. Um and okay, when you say I can't counsel, I was a grief counselor for 9 years, embarrassment. I feel embarrassed. I know this stuff and I could do it for other people, but not myself. You see how you have a really big belief system in there of like beating yourself up, being hard on yourself, and holding yourself to perfectionist standards. And just fuck that. Fuck that. Become aware of it right now. Whoa, I'm aware of how hard I've been on myself. No wonder why I'm attracting relationships with other people who are hard on me and unappreciative and not receiving my love. I'm not receiving my own love for myself. Universe, I have no idea how this is possible, but I would like to see how I can start appreciating myself more and having kinder thoughts towards myself and seeing how I'm doing a good job. And one last thing I'm going to share, and then I'll go to Antoinette's comments. But Leona, feel free, if Antoinette doesn't take up the full time, feel free to comment again. There was one, I was hanging out with a friend and I was like being me wozy. I'm like, oh my God, I let this family drama crash my business. I'm pathetic. I'm weak. I'm not doing good enough. I'm not going live. I'm not doing this. And then he, after me 30 minutes of me bitching and moaning, he was just like, do you want to hear how I hear this? And I was like, yeah, I totally do. He's like, well, what I hear is that you actually really do believe in yourself, but you're incredibly hard on yourself. And you're willing to take a financial risk because you believe in yourself and in your business. So you're taking a risk on yourself, kid, because like you know you're worth the investment. And I'm like, oh, it just hit me. I was like, whoa. Thank goodness for you. Well, I'm really glad this is resonating and helping you, Leona. Um, Oh, see, Antoinette's at the same spot as you, Leona, but yeah, her question's going to carry this forward. I am being gentle and allowing myself to feel the feels that I've been holding back. I shed a tear, but not a full cry. Ooh, okay, so Antoinette, that's a little bit of a combo of a lessened vibration of being hard on yourself and a combo of force trying to get further ahead than you actually are. If you're training for a marathon, if you're at up to running 4 miles a day, are you going to tell 4 mile a day person to, after doing that for like a week or two, steady at it, would you want them to go run a 6 mile run, or would you tell them to go try for 12 miles? This is a new skill I have. I'm recognizing that I was in a bit of grief and I'm allowing myself to feel those emotions that I had to push down for whatever reason. Some of it was motherhood. I had to focus on my child. Some of it was other things. I'm ready to process all the emotions I need to process so that I can fully move forward. Um, I'm proud of myself for feeling the feels that I feel. And I recognize that I have more emotional capacity than I ever thought possible. I'm seeing how strong I am. I'm seeing how resilient I am. Just being able to open up and see that I can feel these, that means I'm at a new vibrational set point. So I'm proud of myself for growing. So I see that I can grow, that it's possible, and that I'm doing a good job. Um, I'm doing a good job because I'm letting some tears out. And I like that it's coming at a gentle pace. That's right. I'm being more gentle at myself. So that means these emotions are coming at just the right pace and at just the right time. I can feel that there's more to do because, Antoinette, there's always more to do. Once you get one manifestation, you always want the next. This one was opening up to your emotions, and now you're, well, why aren't you all the way out? You're testing your new increased resiliency, emotional resiliency, and emotional capacity. Um, and this right here, where you're at, Antoinette, is you. This is where you get to choose, like, okay, this is a new skill, and you know what? This is a good enough pace. Let's just keep letting it unfold. Or you get to choose, I'm ready for more. The universe is never going to give you more than you want. If you say, I'm ready for more, universe, let's go ahead and quicken the pace. I'm ready to feel more of the emotions. I'm okay if there's like 5 of those epiphanies all at once, or maybe even 8. I'm okay if I end up falling on the floor crying. Even when I think I'm not being hard on myself, I still kind of am. Yeah. It's always a lesson version until you just cross the line into it. But you're not being as hard on yourself as you think you are, because you are at that threshold of, are you okay with this pace? In which case, this is where you focus on what's good in your life. Okay, I'm good in life. I've got focus on, I like this, I like that, I like this, I like that. I like this increased awareness that like going back to work would be really good for me, although I'm scared shitless and I have some other logistical things in my life to take care of while doing that. I like that I was finally ready to face that the new chapter of my life is like started, that like my boat's in the river and I can't quite stop it. So since this is a huge shift for me, my daughter's older, doesn't need me as much anymore. I'm gonna working from home, back into the office. I'm gonna have to interact and socialize with people. I like this gentle pace, and then just focus on everything in your life that's going well. Well, I like that I make enough money to travel. I like that I make enough money for this. I like this. Or if you're ready for more, I would like it to unfold every single day. But do you see how it is already unfolding every single day, Antoinette? It already is. Because the fact that you're shedding tears every single day, you're in the releasing stage of your manifestation. And we are past the 30-minute mark, guys. So if you would like your personal question answered, now would be a great time to smash that $20 super chat. If not, come back and join tomorrow. I'm going to work a little bit more with Antoinette and end the show if I don't see the super chat, to either continue the show or for your personal read. But Antoinette, do you see how it is unfolding every day already? You just don't like where you're at. And law of attraction, you have to come to vibe number 7, contentment, which is peace, which is acceptance. You have to and finish the grief process. I accept where I'm at. This is where I'm at, the stage of releasing some emotions and releasing some grief so that I can move on to my next chapter. Well, I like knowing that I don't know, what do you have, like 2, 3, 4 months left in your work from home? I have 2, 3, 4 months left in my work from home. So I like knowing that I do have enough time to let this be a gentle unfoldment each and every day. And now that I'm aware that I am unfolding this every day, because once you get a manifestation in, your boat's in the river. The stream carries you down river. You might be in the center and going super fast. You might be on the side and going super slow. You might be stuck on a rock of resistance, but the universe, the water, is still pushing you down. So you're on your path. So universe, I would like to be able to see more how I am on my path. And I would like to feel like I'm more on my path. I'd like to feel like I can trust myself. There's something else in there. It also feels like you're wanting a little bit of a wow factor, Antoinette. Don't put pressure on that from coming from a manifestation that's going to overhaul and change your lifestyle. This is a big transition that you're in, Let it come from the, okay, I kind of want to see that big jump, that big hurdle in life. If I had that, well, I think I'd feel a little bit of a, wow, universe, you're magical. Wow, universe, that was really good. All right, universe, I need something incredibly fun to just happen to me as I'm along this journey. Oh, that's right. That is why I do want this to be a gentle unfoldment, because I'd like for the epiphanies to just come naturally and easily. I'd like to arrive at my destination right when I need to be there. So that means right when I need to start going into work, that means the way to get Liv to and from school is going to be solved. That means that anything else that needs to be solved is going to be solved. And I like knowing it's going to come at just the right single time. Um, yeah, I'm ready to feel more reassured that I'm on my path. And Antoinette, something else that I would say to you is not every moment has to be that, oh, wow, that's my next step. Oh, wow, that's my next spiritual practice. It's okay, I had my epiphany. Or like, let me just tell you what I do. Because I actually don't talk to my spirit guides every single day for myself. Because sometimes they're just like, just keep following the advice we told you 5 days ago, you know? So I'll get my little bit of an inkling of, okay, here's what I'm doing next. And then I allow that to unfold. Sometimes what I'm doing next is an everyday practice, calling light to my heart or some new spiritual practice. Sometimes it's a noticing of, oh, I was just kinder to myself. And then there hits a point where your vibes switch, and then you get the new big epiphany or the new next practice. Um, but what happened, like after I get that epiphany, then I just go about living my life. Well, so this morning I went on a walk to Whole Foods, got some matcha, got some chocolate, walked back. I see that my power's out when I get back, which makes no sense. I paid my bill yesterday. I'm reaching out to the power company. I'm figuring out how to do my show on YouTube phone. I'm thinking about like, okay, well, I want to send an email to my email list and I wanted to make some more Zodiac videos today. I'm going to immerse myself in that and live my life. Not, well, universe, where's the sign that it's coming, you know? I've been focusing on nervous system reset or meditation every day. Okay, wow. There's a little bit of force in that. It's not a I have to do this. It's a my next step is to regulate my nervous system for 15 minutes a day or meditate for 15 minutes a day. So because I want to feel good, which one is going to help me feel better today? Regulate my nervous system or meditate? Meditate, okay, I'm going to do it. That's how you're present in the moment, not I'm doing this because it's my next step. That's still you being hard on yourself. All right, guys, we are past the 30-minute mark, though. It was great. Thank you for tuning in. High Vibe Mornings. I do this every morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The first 30 minutes is always free. After that, I do request the encouraged super chat donation of $20 if you want your personal read met that day, or if you want the show to continue. If you would like a personal recorded video similar to the Zodiac videos I make out, if you would like a live call, or if you'd like to be in a mini mastermind with me, right now I'm calling it Reboot. You just need a complete reboot in life, no matter where you're at, no matter what caused you to get out of alignment, no matter how long you've been out of alignment. Come spend 6 weeks with me and get back to that like magical sparkle feeling back in life. If you would like any of those, just drop a comment and I will get you the links to that. But I'll also see you tomorrow if you can show up on Tuesday. Have a good Monday, guys. Love you lots. Bye.